continue? Probably not. But just speaking for me.
Okay.
Because it's
And
like,
what's
you want to dance around a bit, and it's like, you can't reach the spot, so then you get frustrated.
so what's the best experience? What's the worst experience?
All right, for me, worst experience will end on a positive note. Worst experience was, I think, about 8 years ago. I met a guy, and we were in a situation. He started using his hands, and that was great. We were getting it off, started real nice. And then all of a sudden, he started gyrating, and I didn't feel nothing. I'm like, wait, did you wait? Is it something? Okay, no, stop. So we stopped, and I didn't want to be like super rude about it, so we just cuddled for a little bit. I'm like, okay, well, maybe something's up. Let me try, stimulating him again, whatever, right? I reached over, and that's why I made that Charlie worm comment to start. It was literally like one of the mummy worms. I was like, no, child.
Was that soft or was that hard?
Both. I don't think it was possible for him to get hard. I think he had a condition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was your worst.
That was the worst.
Best.
Best. I hope nobody is in here who knows me, but best was, I think, the same year actually. I came home to visit, and I linked up with a friend, and that was when I was drinking and doing all that bad stuff back then. And we were actually in the parking lot of my friend's house, and it was like 4th of July, hot, sweaty, all that stuff, and it was, good stuff. So it was in a car, which was funny, not in like a regular bed, but it was the adventure of it. It was the connection. We hadn't seen each other in a while, so that definitely added to it. But at the same time, like, he was very well endowed, so I was quite happy.
And you had to work it and like
All
make
that.
sure make sure that you finish first.
I don't even know if it was about that, but we definitely both finished. I think for me, what it was, I was kind of like really excited to see him, so I kind of took over the situation just a little bit. And then he complimented me as well, but it wasn't like a complete, domination of him, if I were to say that.
So it was a great collaboration in a car on the 4th of July. Sounds like the American dream.
Uh, well, thank you. I'm not American, so I guess.
I mean, the first people in the Americas were black people, but whatever.
True. I was born on the island, so it is what it is.
I hear you. All right, cool. Well, thank you for your time, and send my love to your mother, but don't tell her we're talking about penises. Okay.
I will. She's gonna scream. Peace.
Okay. Peace. Who's next? Who's next? Okay, let's bring in you. So, do all penis sizes matter? That's what we're talking about today. Peace.
Hi, Chakabars.
Hi, my name is Shaka. How are you?
What's your name?
Shaka.
Is it just Shaka? Like, is that your real name?
My full name is Shakasha Zulu I Victorious I. That's my full name.
Cool.
But just Shaka will do for now. So, do penis sizes matter?
I don't really think so. I think it really depends on the connection that you have with the person. And yeah, it's like the bigger it is, it's easier to, like, reach a certain point in the pleasure. Sorry, this is kind of hard for me to talk in front of like 470 people, but I think it's easier to get to the desired pleasure with a larger penis, but I think men with smaller penises definitely know a little more skill.
Like this big.
I really like that water bottle. Do you do crystal healing a lot?
Yeah, I do. But I'm saying, if the penis is this big.
Is this really how you act? Or are you trying to tell me something?
No, I'm saying, is this big, too big, or not too big? Because
it's not that big. No, it's really not that big.
trying to get a gauge of the size.
It's not that big, but the sex is amazing because, like, I don't know, it's just so passionate. And sorry, my brother's in the room with me, but I really want to talk to you for some strange reason, and I can't sleep.
Okay. So, okay. And what's your best experience and what's your worst experience?
I can't really remember right now. I just want to talk to you about fruits.
Fruit? All right, we're not talking about fruits today. We're talking about penis sizes. Um, but you can come in my life any other time and we can talk about that stuff. If you want to talk about that stuff. I'm not trying to tell somebody something. No, my dick is okay. So just don't think that I'm some kind of impaler out here.
Yo,
Wow.
so my first worst experience was with a micro penis. Like, it was one of my fingers, but it wasn't my middle finger, and it wasn't this finger. And he was basically like, it was at first, I think it was like good because I was like so into him. Like, this guy, he's like so good, even though he has a small dick. Like, and he sent me a picture of it because he was like, like, I'm not a man dingo. Like, I just want you to know before we have sex. So he sent me a picture, and me and my friend was like, damn, it's so small. And yeah. But it was like, it was so small, and it was like, it didn't have girth. It didn't have nothing. But it was like, I guess I was so into him that I was like, okay, it's okay. But he was just using me for sex.
How are you going to use somebody for sex when you don't even have that much sex to give?
Yeah, he was just using me for sex. So we were having sex, and like, I'm good at sex, so like it was good. And he asked me, could he fuck me in my ass? And I was like, no. And I know it was because, like, I know he asked me that because his penis was small. So
Uh,
over, like, once you're having sex with somebody, like, women, we start expanding. So it was just like, I don't know. I guess it was, yeah. And I felt bad because, like, we were like in an emotional thing because, like, I'm so into this guy, but he's using me for sex. And at the same time, like, you're bored with the sex, but I know it's not me. It's your dick
uh,
size.
uh, okay.
Yeah.
And what's your best?
Oh, my best is like my current person that I'm having sex. Well, we haven't had sex in about a month, but the current person, they're the biggest I've ever had, and it's huge. So it's
Like
great.
this.
Um, it's probably from the middle to the end of the other middle.
So like this
Like,
big.
from there to the end of the middle. Further, a little bit further. Go, go, go. Yeah, like right there.
Oh, so from here to like here.
No, to like the middle to the middle. So like,
That big.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. And that thick?
No, not that wide. It's
Okay,
just,
okay.
yeah, it's not that wide, but it's just like, it's like normal. It's like he's Jamaican, so he's, yeah.
What do you have to say? I mean, being a Jamaican man and being proud, what do you have to say about Jamaican men? Because I feel like many women, whether they're from Ethiopia or from Ghana or from Australia, they know something about Jamaican men. What is it about Jamaican men?
Um, well, all Jamaican men are different, so, but
So there's
yeah.
some Jamaican men with micro penises, but why do you think women love Jamaican men so much?
It just depends. Like, I think a lot of women like them so much because they're like, it's a different culture than what they're used to. So different men from different cultures will, treat you different. They have a different tone of voice. it's a different language, you know. So like being with him, I learned a totally different language. Even with sex, like he's talking to me in patois when we having sex. So it's like I've never experienced that. So it was good. Plus his dick was huge. Well, is huge. So it's just different, like us, huh?
Wanna speak patois?
Yeah, you can.
So so when he's talking to you like pillow talk, and when he's talking to you at sex, he's just whispering in patois and talking to you like that, and that's how you're learning. How you
Yeah, I
learning
mean,
it.
well, he just talk. It's just him talking in general, and that's a turn
Uh,
on for me because like my whole life I've been dealing with men who they have a country southern accent, so it's like,
and
yeah,
so when he when he roll up to you and say, "Wow, baby, you're pretty," you know.
yeah, I like that. And what girl wouldn't like that? So I think that's a lot of reason why women are well, American girls are attracted to Africans and Jamaicans and Caribbean guys, even guys from the UK, because like you know, like it's just different tone of voice. It's
Okay.
different.
Okay. Well, thank you for your input. And
Yeah, but
so,
Lil Dick is not what's up. They do matter though because everybody have some needs somebody, but
not for you.
yeah, it's not for me.
Okay. All right. Respect.
All right, respect. Good night.
I, okay. So she's like, it's not the one, and she's feeling Jamaican men, which is, you know, okay. This is a bit different tonight. We usually talk about health, politics, everything. This tonight we'll talk about this.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Well
Yeah.
done.
Oh, you're right. No, man.
I don't know the connection. Um, is there a reason?
Hello.
Well,
Wait, what's going on? Let me turn my TV down. Hold on 1 second. I didn't expect to come on, especially with this topic, but
on you on.
so the question was again, remind me one more time. I just came in.
It says it at the bottom. Do penis sizes matter?
Yes, they do matter.
Why?
They matter when it comes to the feeling. I guess my worst experience was someone small, but they weren't really sure what to do with their smallness. Let me say it like that. Uh, and then my best experience.
They're not sure what to do with their smallness. There's only one thing you can do, and that's try, right?
Uh, you can try, but it depends. It depends on the motion in the ocean, so to speak. If you know how to work with certain things, you can be not so well endowed, but still, it can still be pleasurable. Let me say it like that.
Okay.
And then you can have someone who's very large, who just I feel like awkward talking about this, who just wants to like pound, 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 and that's not necessarily pleasurable either, especially if you're large. So you kind of know, you kind of have to know like how to move with a woman's body. So it's definitely size matters, but not necessarily as much. I think experience may matter a little bit more than
Okay.
size.
And the best?
The best was, believe it or not, the best wasn't the largest. The largest was good, but the best was medium size, I guess, if you will. Um, it
Sure
was
that the
much more sensual. What was
I'm
that?
sure that I'm sure that the biggest meal you ever ate wasn't necessarily the best tasting, you know.
Exactly, exactly. But the medium size meal was scrumptious. It was, he took his time. Let me say it like that. He knew what he was working with, and he took his time. He took his time and was very considerate of pleasing me. So I think that's what made it the best. A lot of guys think when they're big or bigger, you know, that's all I need. and I can just pound away and then we'll be fine. But I think it really matters as far as, you know, you got to know what you're doing. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you for your input.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace.